Yes, the Boohoo effect here. I'm going to respond to Meat Candy, aka KrotchVomit, aka Molly. She made a comment regarding Lynn, do not sub me asshole. And this has got to be both the most creepiest and asinine comment I have read in a long time. Now remember, this is the same person that recommended Lynn Brinley, who anybody that has been around this circle of trolls knows all about this guy. He gives himself up. He's extremely blatant about his abusive personality. She recommended this guy to Malibu Skies, so they can sort of help each other out, as she sort of put it. But let's read her comment and go from there. She says here, just got off the phone with Lynn's probation officer. Now, according to Molly, she's just so caring and compassionate for this guy, right? No, that's not the case here. She's using Lynn's probation officer as a tool to weaponize it against Katie. Okay? She's only using this situation, this unfortunate situation, according to these people on Tracy's team, to sort of console and help Lynn, right? All right, she goes on to say, I told her about Katie. See, here comes Katie. This is proof that this is merely used as a battering ram against Katie, and how Katie has been stalking Lynn. Katie's been stalking Lynn? Are you sure it's not the other way around? Lynn was berating Katie behind the scenes, Molly, for years, abusing her, threatening her, making veiled threats to kill her, as he has done to myself and many, many others. He's a known online predator of women. I've witnessed this guy harass several women, Molly. I have video, live evidence. But let's go on. Making videos about him and lying, saying he got arrested for stalking. Now here comes the smoke and mirrors, the diversion. This is what Tracy does. They will dodge a truth and divert it into something that's technically not accurate. Now listen, Molly, regardless of Lynn being arrested for stalking or not, guess what? Lynn Brinley was a stalker online. He was just not convicted of it. Just because he hasn't been arrested for stalking, that does not mean he is not a stalker. He just wasn't caught on anything to do with that. You got to go over his background of what he was busted for. Now that's what you're not purposely talking about, Molly. You try to be this strategic troll, but you're nothing but highlighting your own foolishness. She goes on to say, I told her Katie was trying to destroy Lynn's life. No, Lynn has destroyed his life, not Katie. Lynn had chose to go to a gas station drunk and given the workers crap, taken off without paying for his gas. Lynn done that. Lynn has done that. Nobody else. Lynn has threatened his father with a knife because he was asked to turn down his loud music. He did not respect his father's premise and his rules. You don't do that to your father, Molly. That's wrong. If you don't find anything wrong with threatening your own father with a knife, then you better seek counseling yourself, because this is who you are defending. His own father had taken out a restraining order out against Lynn. What does that tell you about this guy's makeup? Is this a good guy that can be rehabilitated? What do you care? This guy has chose his own path, and it's nobody else's fault. And enablers like you are part of the problem, because this guy is at right now where he belongs, and that is jail. Sometimes jail is the best medication needed, Because if you keep slapping this guy in the hand, giving him probation, maybe a minor probation violation, they keep doing the same track record over and over. He needs to do jail time. He needs to sit in that cell without access to the internet and think about what he's done 24/7. Molly goes on to say, I want Lynn to have opportunities to start over. He had that opportunity. He was on probation. And he dropped the ball. He destroyed that opportunity. He failed. I want Lynn to have opportunities to start over without this freak show wrecking it for him. No, Lynn was the freak show. And he wrecked it for himself. She goes on to say, I'm emailing her videos made about him. Really, what does her videos contain, Molly, huh? The truths about Lynn? She's posting up what? His arrest report? What they're charging him with? What's that going to do? It's Freedom of Information Act. Okay? You got to battle against laws in place before you start trying to pin something on Katie. Change legislation, okay? Because you're making yourself look like a fool right now. You don't know what you're talking about. You're defending a known criminal. Somebody that twists Bible scriptures so he can abuse women. So he can rightfully be this dictator and treat women as slaves. And Tracy goes on and chants about men involving themselves into women's affair. How about men involving themselves in abusing females? What a lame, flimsy argument. But that's off the point. Keep on defending Lynn Brindley, Molly, because it's already going against your already destroyed credibility. You yourself have quite the history, and you're teaming up with Tracy, a known child stalker. Your credibility is destroyed out the window right there. You yourself need to take a look at your own backyard. Get offline, support your husband, and attend to your land responsibilities, your chores around the home. I just saw you caressing a dead chicken. Maybe you need help in rehabilitation. That's all I have on this one. We'll see you in the next one.